The semifinals and the championship. Thomas with a ton of daylight. Gets it to drop. A good feeling for Thomas.
Just the gravity that she has on the floor, something that's going to be important.
McBride tracks down the loose ball, picks up the dribble. Thomas left untouched once again, driving, and Jackson stuffed her. Thomas on the putback, 2 for 2. 1 minute in, missed, still scoreless. Lloyd absorbs and finishes.
Lots of ones, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, so it felt like she just was right in that rhythm.
McBride leads the league. Lloyd stayed in front, 3-on-1 now for Mist. Stewart collapses, missed the layup. Jackson, Bunny, good. From Detroit, Michigan, 23 years old, 1 season in her career in the books in Los Angeles. That's a long 2 for McBride. Created their own shot. Cold spell for both clubs. Lainey Hamilton driving and scoring over Lloyd.
Down to them initially getting stops and be able to get those type of run-outs and fill in the lane.
Stewart, bounce it, and the leg.
Things Alyssa Thomas does that don't necessarily even show up in a stat sheet.
First 3 combined, both clubs started 0 for 12. Aces by 5. Really rapid start, 30 seconds into the second. Vandersloot has the edge and scores. Heideman's had her opportunities now, 1 for 5 from 3. Did hit a moment ago, can build off of that. Carrington, power dribble, scores. Edwards saw these handles in 1-on-1. Slams on the brakes. Vandersloot a 3. Carrington offensive rebound, put back is good. Heideman, she might be short, but she plays big. McBride, shifty 3, rattles it in. Fire it up the floor, Stewart misses the 3. Tracked down by McBride. Fast pace the other way, 3 is cash, money. Rutgers, 1 to fire, McBride gets it off in time. It was a long 2, pouncing on it, Jackson, slithering inside, Rakia Jackson.
Low play.
Oh, Rakia, my oh my, reward her. Yes!
Usage that she's held along with all of those heavy minutes in the minute load play.
Oh, Rakia! My, oh my! Reward her! Yes! Couldn't get to the edge. McBride. 23-23. Jewel Lloyd back in the ball game. Just 2 points. Lead Stewart for 2. Rebounding can be very important. Lloyd hits the deck, 3-on-2. Thomas ahead of the snake. Stewart, crisp chest pass, put all her might into it to Lloyd. Both clubs allowing their defense to fuel the offense. McBride feeds Thomas, got Stewart in the air.
Excellent bounce pocket pass, and between those two, as you've mentioned a lot, I'm sure Kayla McBride has missed that presence of AT.
Stewart, leaner, using the off-balance. Jackson and Lloyd, the trio for Phil Handy. For Laces, Thomas, Heideman, and McBride. Brianna Stewart comes up empty now, 3 for 10 from the floor. Heideman wandering in the paint and scores. Let's get a word from Taylor.
To focus on their game and really just emphasize pace. Shot selection said he likes that Kayla McBride is being aggressive and wants to continue to see her do that in this one.
Rakia Jackson have a night on defense. Skip it all the way over to Lloyd. 3 is good. Heideman buries it. 8 points for Heideman. And their second 3-pointer. High low, Jackson makes the catch.
Just too much length and height.
This starting to make it rain, the way they close the second, out of the gate strong here in the third. Thomas, board, McBride, 3 is good. Gold Mamba by the late great Kobe Bryant. She was coming into the draft a decade ago. Lainey Hamilton for Laces. Brianna Stewart for 3, short. Board Jackson, spinning off 1 foot, grabs it again. Rakia Jackson, tenacious. Shot put mid, doesn't go, has 2 torn labrums. That is why she shoots the ball like that, laying off Carrington. 3 rattles in. Dijonay made her pay.
Well, and that's a game plan discipline. That's a scouting report, knowing your personnel decision, but Carrington's been working on that. This feels like a tight one, though. I mean, this has been back and forth this entire game between these two teams.
Each club only scored 11 points apiece.
You can hold on to this as you head into that winning score.
Edwards eyes up the floor, bounce passes on point. Carrington up to 5 rebounds, DHO, Vandersloot jabbing to the right. Look for Stewart on the cut. Here's the screen, mid-range J, good. Courtney Vandersloot, 6 points. And it's a 12-2 run by Mist. Heidemann slings it outside to Dolson. Deflected by Heidemann. Carrington catches and fouled on the wrist by Heidemann.
It was rather interesting, and yeah, now we don't see her on the bench at all. We know what a pivotal component she is to this team in all areas.
No doubt 19 points to lead Laces tonight, and she's been a high point scorer in the league all season, all but one game, so 8 out of 9. She's dropped 20 plus, especially with their injuries in these last handful of weeks. Stewart carves out space and scores. Points her finger to Vandersloot, fakes for the dime. 5 points away, Missed to close this game. Double-double for Stewart, now has 7 on the season. Ripped away by Carrington, it's 3 against 2. Stewart for 3. Chases it down. And the second chance for Mist. Now plus 15 on the glass. Vandersloot dashes to the bucket. She knew she missed an opportunity right there. But she will go to the line for 1, worth 2.
For herself, for teammates, off the dribble, the passing, the spacing, and just the attention that she brings from a defense.
Both clubs working hard off the ball. Stewart set a solid screen, and Vandersloot did the rest. And Lainey Hamilton. Kayla McBride is back on the bench for Laces. Carrington saved the ball. What a hustle play by Dijonais, leading to the Stewart transition bucket.
Big time play by Carrington. Good heads up. And also Stewart tracking.
Lainey Hamilton slipped and fell. And Carrington got picked up with the foul. That's her fifth.
What a read. Shooting the gap. That's the quickness of Dijonais Carrington she always presents. And Brianna Stewart saw her hustling for it, so got out on the run. That's a good break, a good save. And Mist put themselves just 1 point away from that winning score.
Dijonais Carrington played football as a kid. She credits that for her tenacity and her skill set. Her brother Darren played football at Oregon and Utah. Her father Darren Sr. played in the NFL for 8 seasons. She's got a motor and she's got ups. Mist can win it on this trip. Ball screen, Stewart gets it back. Baby J, Mist is back in the win column. First win since February 3rd, and now Mist is even with Phantom at 3-7.